Hi guys, welcome back to Twisted Locker, your definitive horror podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the fantastic Evil Dead Rise, the newest entry in the Evil Dead franchise. We're taken out of the normal setting in the cabin and we go to an apartment complex. You've got Ellie and her children fighting for their life against the Deadites brought by the Book of the Dead. Jenks, what are your thoughts on this one?
Right. Well, I obviously know yours because you just called it the fantastic Evil Dead Rise. So there's no point you saying anything else. Just fucking giving away the twist of how many stars you're going to give it. I fucking love this film. It's so good to talk about films that are fucking dog shit. Evil
I
Dead,
know.
right? Evil Dead, the franchise in general, is so consistent. Yes, you might have your favourites, and Evil Dead 2 is the one that stands out. But the franchise in general is so done well. So you got this doesn't seem like a sequel to like Evil Dead 2, which came out 87, the classic with Bruce Campbell. To me, even though it's probably classed as a standalone movie, um, you're talking. This feels like more like a potential sequel to a Fed Alvarez.
Fed,
Is
yeah.
it a Fed Alvarez? Is film 2013's remake. It can be connected. It can be seen as standalone, but it's awesome. This one, like you said, takes place in a high rise. You've got the amazing Alyssa Sutherland, which you met, I think, in not Comic Con. Some
I did. For the love of horror.
Yes, she's an amazing actress. She does amazing performance as Ellie, as the main sort of deadite. She's possessed, and you've got her sister, played by Sullivan, who plays Beth, and she is awesome as the sort of final girl trying to protect this woman's family. She's the auntie that's come back. She got a problem. She come back to this house to her sister, just as they read the Book of the Dead, and all hell breaks loose. What I love about this film, it is relentless. Nobody gets away unscathed. Even children get fucking maimed in this film. It doesn't give a shit. It's not fucking woke. Any fucker dies in this film.
Yeah.
It is brutally violent. It's got some of the best dialogue, horror dialogue. And last thing I'm going to say is that there's so many possession movies out there that are okay. And this film just does it fucking right. It is. She is so good. She is the best possessed woman since Regan from Exorcist, in my opinion.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
actress. It is awesome. What do you think? I wonder if you like it or not.
Oh,
Ah, I just thought you could show me your tits, then.
right. You pretty much covered everything there, Jenks. Just some things I want to touch upon with the film. Obviously, a massive fan of Evil Dead Rise, as I said at the start, and just a massive fan of the Evil Dead franchise as a whole.
Yeah,
Going into this film, obviously, I was a little bit skeptical. I was a massive fan of the 2013 one. I was wondering if they could replicate that again.
yeah,
Now, I don't think it's as intense or as gory as the 2013 remake, but it's definitely got its own style and it isn't short of bloodshed. Like you said, Alyssa Sutherland is by far one of the best horror performances I've ever seen. She actually studied Jim Carrey's character from The Mask, Stanley Upkiss,
yeah,
for
yeah.
this performance as a deadite. So she actually watched The Mask on repeat to study for this part. Watch it again, knowing that, and you could probably see it. I haven't watched it since I've.
So when he's the mask, not when he's Stanley Ipkiss, the boring sort of guy who works in the bank.
Yes, when he's the
He's
mask.
studied.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, okay. That's
yeah.
mental. I I
And
can't really see, well, I can't see any similarities really, but maybe if I watch it again, I'll be able to
I think
notice.
it's just the craziness of the character. Maybe
Ooh, somebody stop me.
by far one of the
Yes,
greatest horror performances. One of the greatest performances I've
yes,
ever seen. Um, it's really brushed over how great this performance was. Like you said, I met Alyssa Sutherland a few months ago, and she was amazing. Such a lovely woman.
yeah,
Nothing like she was in the film. Post deadite
yeah,
anyway. Um, Everything this film does, it does well. Now, I am going to draw comparisons to the 2013 remake because I find them to be very similar. Obviously, made for
yes.
a
I
modern
yeah,
modern
totally.
era, tonally very similar. what I love about this one is if there's I think there's 10 years between there's about 10 years
Yeah,
between
bang on.
2000 and
10, yeah, 2013.
10 years. Now we're
Good
making
maths.
this one in 2023, and what I absolutely love, right, about the opening of this film, just like the 2013 one, it sets the pace and the tempo with an opening scene remotely unrelated to what the main story is going to be. Just a setting and a feel for what's to come. And again,
Yeah.
this movie delivers with one of the greatest openings ever when she's rising above the water and then the title
Oh,
run. There's no spoilers
brilliant.
there. It's just the opening. It's
No,
one of the
no
best and
spoilers.
hardest openings you will ever see.
Yeah,
Me and you went to watch this together, Jenks, and then I went
yeah,
straight back to cinema the next day and watched it again. And I think I've watched it 3 times since it's been on Netflix.
yeah.
5 stars for me, easily, Jenks. One of the best
5
films
stars.
ever. 5 stars.
Yes, I love it, and we were so lucky because we're both hardcore Evil Dead fans. Our uncle got us into Evil Dead 2. When I was young, Evil Dead 1 was banned, so he couldn't get hold of it.
Yeah.
It was like one of those video nasties. Evil Dead 2 was more than enough for you. Didn't really need Evil Dead 1. And we were so lucky. We paid for like one of the big screens, the sort of ultra screen in there
Yeah.
wherever we were. I can't remember what cinema, but there was nobody there. There was nobody
Yeah,
to
just us
fuck
two.
up our experience. Yeah, it was so good. We were so lucky and we loved it. I, at the time, gave it 5 stars because I was very seduced and overwhelmed how good it was. Rewatching it, I changed my score to a fat 4. The only reason is,
Fat
again, not putting
4.
spoilers in, the end could have been a little bit better. And I kind of wish that they'd capitalized on the fact it was a high rise. They tend to just focused on one floor, and I would have kind of
Yeah.
liked a few different floors. But I'm nitpicking. It is an excellent film and probably one of the best films of 2023. So it's a fat 4 stars for me.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Just one final note before we leave that one, Jenks. The last week or so, we have had confirmation from Bruce Campbell that we're going to get a new Evil Dead film every couple of years now, 3 years max.
good.
Sam
Yeah,
Raimi has built an Evil Dead Bible, and he's going to be passing it around to
awesome.
whatever director he
Get in
hires.
there.
If they can keep this momentum going and keep giving us
Yeah,
amazing Evil Dead films, there's not one bad Evil Dead project. I love them
yeah,
all. If they can keep delivering, and there's so much more they can do with it. When you watch the
yeah,
film, you'll see that. I'm just so
yeah.
excited for what's to come. Evil Dead Rise has set the bar high. On to the next one.
And you can have a different director, a different writer, a different setting. You don't even have to connect them. It's just a fucking great franchise. One last quick thing. We were so like I've noticed on your phone when I call you that every time I see your picture on WhatsApp, are you next to a girl? And I always assume it's your girlfriend. And when I look at it, it's Alyssa Sutherland from Evil Dead Rise. I don't know whether I'd be
Yeah.
insulted if I was your girlfriend,
Do you know
but
what,
I have
right?
noticed that.
It was my I actually swapped out a picture of me and my girlfriend on Facebook to me and Alyssa Sutherland, and I actually asked for her permission.
Do you bleed? You will.
Yeah, that's love.
There we are, guys.
Yeah.
It's a good little thing to end on. That's all we got time for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed the review. There's many more to come, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.